Hello, and welcome back to another superhero versus battle. Today, we have Superman from the DCEU going up against Omni-Man from Amazon Prime's Invincible. Which one has what it takes to come out on top? Let's discuss each character's top feats to find out. Starting off with Omni-Man. Nolan Grayson is many things. A father, a husband, a hero. But more importantly, he is Omni-Man, the most powerful being on the planet. Omni-Man has near invulnerability, super strength, super speed, super hearing, and sight. Not as vast a power set as Superman, but Nolan has had thousands of years to master his powers and combat skills. Omni-Man has no obvious weaknesses in Season 1 of Invincible, no kryptonite counterpart or Achilles heel. So, how hard are Omni-Man's punches? Well, he cracked a mountain in half with one of his hits. Keep in mind, he was holding back a lot. He didn't want to kill his son. Omni-Man casually throws a baseball around the world in 19 seconds. It's not a punch, but it's the same movement and gives us a quantifiable number. The force he is needing to accomplish this feat is 6 megatons. That puts his casual punches at mountain level. When he was already exhausted, he sent a skyscraper-sized monster flying back with one hit. The punch made a building-sized shockwave. There was the time he lifted thousands of tons above his head with one hand. He didn't even struggle. It doesn't matter how hard he hits if he isn't skilled at combat. Luckily for Nolan, he is the most brutally efficient superhero I've seen. Hell, I can barely name any animated villains who are as deadly as Omni-Man. He wasn't taught to subdue or protect, he was trained to kill. Quickly, let's talk about his speed. Omni-Man was able to catch Red Rush similar to the way Superman caught the Flash. He flew into orbit from ground level in 3 seconds to destroy the government space laser. That means he flew over 7 million miles per hour after being hit by a concentrated nuclear blast. That's less than half Superman's top speed estimate. But then there's Omni-Man's destruction of the Flaxen planet. He flew so fast, nuclear fusion was taking place all around him. That only happens at near light speeds. Omni-Man's reaction feats aren't near as fast as his flight, but still impressive. Nolan gracefully evades homing fighter jet missiles. Remember that baseball that went around the Earth in 19 seconds? He catches that without even looking. When he fights Invincible, his son, Omni-Man, makes him look like a statue. For reference, at this point, Invincible's top speed is a little under 3 million miles per hour flying. As for his reaction time, he can catch the same baseball as father, as fast as Invincible is, and he doesn't even stand a chance of dodging Omni-Man. Moving on to his durability. The government spends $400 million on a nuclear space laser in the hopes it could put down Omni-Man for several minutes. It did little to no damage to him at all. He was also able to no-sell a punch from an enraged Invincible. Most impressively, his body was also able to withstand flying at near light speeds while destroying the Flaxen planet. He was, however, damaged from his fight against the Guardians of the Globe. The equivalent to the Justice League, in many ways. The Immortal even harmed Omni-Man by gouging his eyes, if only momentarily. I think that's enough information for Omni-Man. Let's move on to Superman from the DCEU. For this video, I am including the Snyder Cut, so buckle up. As far as pure feats, there is nobody in the DCEU who even compares to the Man of Steel. He has a list of powers way longer than my shopping list, but I assume you know the majority. We all know that in the comics, Superman could sneeze the universe out of existence. But how strong is he in the movies? Well, he is strong enough to crush diamonds in his bare hands. He also towed a cruise ship through the Arctic with ease. He was even able to completely overpower Steppenwolf, who beat the rest of the Justice League combined. Even after being heavily weakened by the effects of the terraforming, he was able to one-shot the World Engine, a machine that was tearing through the planet. He is capable of harming Doomsday, who knocked around Wonder Woman. All this while still weakened from kryptonite and a nuclear explosion. Superman even had the strength to kill Doomsday with pure strength, when no other hero could. There is a newspaper clipping stating that he moved a tectonic plate. I am sure this is true, but because it's never seen on screen, this feat will be excluded. Same for Omni-Man claiming to have diverted a Texas-sized meteor. Let's talk about the speed of Superman. From my calculations, he averaged a speed of 400 times the speed of sound. That's only the beginning. In some fantastic slow-motion scenes, we see that Superman is relative to the speed of the Flash. He definitely is not as fast as him, but he also isn't far behind. Very crucially, the DCEU guidebook states that the reaction time of Superman is equal to his speed. Well damn, no wonder Steppenwolf couldn't land a single shot. How durable is Superman? Pretty damn durable. Before I did the math, I had no idea how impressive his world engine feat is. This machine was changing the gravity of the Earth, and it would take 2 weeks to complete its task. Calculating from how much damage is already done, and using the 2-week timeline, I estimate that Superman withstood over 200 megatons per second. That's enough force to completely level a large island. He also survived numerous attacks from Doomsday. Well, until he didn't. Superman also took Steppenwolf's hardest hit with his Electro Axe, and it did absolutely 0 damage. Notice how I barely mentioned him taking a nuclear bomb head-on. That's because he was already weakened by kryptonite, although he recovered with no damage within a matter of minutes. That should be enough information for us to decide a winner. Or more accurately, who would win this fight over half the time. Because being honest, in the right circumstance either one of these heroes could win. To make this easier, let's say every category they're equal in, according to their feats. Both of them have the same flight speed, intelligence, punching power, and probably even strength. I think that Superman has the advantages in durability, reaction speed, and extra power sets. I'd say Omniman has the advantages in fighting skills and experience, being from a war race he's and many centuries old. So which one do I think comes out victorious, and why? More often than not, I am giving this hard-fought battle to Superman. The reason for that is his higher durability and faster reaction times. Being honest, I think that Superman would be able to dodge many of Omniman's attacks and is strong enough to take the ones he can't. In a fight, Omniman relies heavily on his speed and strength to blast through his opponents, but I don't think he could effectively do that here. True, Omniman is the better fighter, but so was General Zod. I think Superman has the speed and power to put down Omniman. But what do you think? Do you have a different opinion? Let me know down in the comments and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.